See, y'all saw I got this Yard Machines tiller a while back with that lot of equipment. This is one because I don't have a tiller, so if I get this one running, I definitely want to keep this one. Looks like it's got some good promise. It's just been sitting, you know, in my under the house there. Finally got some time to work on it because all my mowers are fixed. And it will start, but it's like sputtering and acting like it's got too much choke on it. So I'll show you what it's doing. As you can hear, it sounds like it's just spitting and sputtering. Might be a little bit of gunk in the carb, although the gas that's in it, it smells good. It smells fresh. The tank is about 2/3 full also, so it could be as simple as a spark plug. So first off, I'm going to spray some carb cleaner in here, some starter fluid, and see if I can, carb and starter fluid, why not, and see if I can get this thing cleared out. If not, I'll take the carb bowl off after I replace the spark plug to see what the deal is. So I'll go in that sequence. So clean the spark plug off, tried the carb cleaner, it didn't help any. Then I noticed down here that it seems like this thing is caught in a bind on the carburetor. You see where the linkage is moving right there where that screw is, and it's hitting right there at the back of the screw. So what I'm going to do is take some needle noses here, see if I can bend that up. I think I'm doing a good job bending it up, but I'm going to try and bend that because I think it hitting on there is not letting the choke release on the mower all the way, or on this tiller here, and causing it to not run right. So I'm going to work on that linkage a little bit. I might have to take these two bolts off and take the throttle here off for a second just to see if I can get it going like that, but makes me wonder if that's the problem. So let me do a little bit more work on it here and see if I can get things fixed here. So maybe, like I said, I think it's hitting on the carburetor there, causing it to bind up. So if I can bend it a little bit more and stick with this here. Look at that. So look how much more room you got to play there with the carburetor. I don't think I really bent the carb thing that much, but so I got that. Let's see if it runs. So no change, unfortunately. I'll take the carb bowl off next and see what I got. Oops. Sorry. So it's not much, but you can see those little droplets in the tank there from where the water's gotten into the gas. So I'm just going to do a quick spray with carb cleaner. All the jets look clean and everything. I'm just going to spray with carb cleaner here and get the I might even just pour it out. Spray it with carb cleaner a little bit, put it back on, see what we got. Alright, so got the water out of the fuel, sprayed the carb out. See if it's running any better now. Okay, so we'll investigate a little further. I still have to put a spark plug in it. I'll try the spark plug next. So put a different spark plug in it. We'll give it a shot now. The plug, I know the plug is getting wet, so I know that much. So I'll save y'all the time of y'all seeing me pull this thing, see if I can get it going. I don't know if it is spark related or not. I mean, it's still hitting like it wants to fire. I don't know if the timing's off or what, but I'll keep looking at it. So next, I'm going to look at the flywheel key on this, because it just seems like the symptoms are pointing to that. Unless there's water in the fuel, but like I said, the fuel smells clean, and just cleaned out the carb bowl. So, like I said, it may be that, but I would think that it would run a little bit better if it was water in the fuel. Anyways, you have your gas tank that clips on here. You just basically lift it up and take it off of your clips there. You've got two 3/8 inch bolts in the back. You've got two 5/16 inch bolts in the front, and one 5/16 inch right there to take off the oil dipstick and from the engine cover, and your engine cover is off, and you have access to the flywheel. So I'm going to do that next. So here's my first suspicion that I might have a partially sheared flywheel key, is that you see where the holes are supposed to be, I guess, lined up with these holes for the pull rope here, and you can see they're just barely slightly off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and find a spot where I can like butt up the flywheel so that it doesn't move, because unfortunately I can't do that on this tiller very well, unless I engage the tines and try and turn it. But I just got to take that 3/4 inch nut off, and we'll see if we have a sheared flywheel key. So I was hoping that the flywheel key was going to be the problem, but as you can see, the flywheel key looks perfect. So I don't know the next step here, if I want to try and take the carburetor off and clean it more, or what. Take the head off and make sure that I don't have significant scoring in the motor or something. Again, I'm just not completely sure what route to take next. I might simply just try putting fresh gas in it and see what happens. It is possible that the gas in this, although it may seem okay, is not. So let me put this all back together and put fresh gas in it and see maybe what happens. So I guess sometimes the best medicine is just to let things sit for a little while. I let this tiller sit for a month since that last clip, month or so, and brought it out, primed it about 10 or 12 times, and it started up. It was running really fast though, so it's almost like it's locked in there. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. It's like almost like the throttle's locked into the fast position, but I loosened up the spring a little bit here, so I'm gonna see if that helps. If not, I'll at least show you that it runs wide open, but not the most desirable here. That's about where it's supposed to run, but it's not really running great right there. Let's see if it even tilts. So I got something going on with it, and I'm not quite sure. Oh, I see it, guys. Look at, you see this? So I've got a little bit of a bind there with the throttle mechanism. Wonder if I could get it and push it out. I'm gonna get a screwdriver, push this out and away, because it's what it's doing is it's locking it in there, and it's not allowing it to return. And obviously, it's running wide open, and that's not the way to go with these. All of these Tacomas will probably run wide open forever and never blow up. But let me push that out just a little bit, and hopefully that will help. I don't have to push this throttle back just a little bit because it's a little slack now. But yeah, simple things sometimes, huh? So, the dummy award of the day goes to me. When I put this throttle mechanism back on, I put this in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be right there. So, it's binding up and all that good stuff. That's why we're not having it run, and why it only ran wide open. Hope I didn't damage the engine when I did that. It seems like there's a little clicking sound in it now. Hopefully that's not a bad thing. Like I said, I'm gonna let this thing run a little while after I finally get it right. So I'm just gonna do the easy route and take the intake bolts off and then swap this around and hopefully see if this thing will actually run correctly. So yep, so I've just been hanging out for a month and just figured that out. As many things as you work on, you can easily overlook things. So that was one. So let me put this back on correctly and see if it will actually run correctly now. Now that I had a little bit of time to think about it, I actually don't remember, honestly, if I took the carburetor off. I might have just took the bowl off. Like I said, it's been about a month since I've worked on this thing, so I can't quite remember. But I do have it on the correct way now, and like I said, I hope that I have not made this or damaged this engine trying to get it fixed. Let me try and crank it up and see what happens. There we go. Like I said, I don't know what it was doing to make that ticking noise, but it's gone now. Obviously it needs to run a little better. Let me make sure the tiller mechanism works. I may not have enough power to get it running right now. Still running really fast though. That air filter's clogged up, that's the problem there. Let me, golly, that thing's running fast. I'll just take a journey with me here. Let me grab my screwdriver. Alright, let's come on back here. So I know the air filter is what's causing that problem with the... Alright, so I'm push that back a little bit. Maybe that's throttling it up. I don't know about these Tecumsehs sometimes. Let's try this again. Alright, I like that a lot better. You can see, I mean, it tills just fine. Just testing it out here on this dirt. I just kind of threw a screwdriver in there. Got it to where it'll run right. Now, it's running correctly. Thank goodness. This thing was a little frustrating, but hey, I've been wanting a tiller so bad for so long. And yeah, I've got the rear tine Troy built over here, but I'd rather have one, and rear tines are a huge advantage, but I'd rather have one that's a little bit easier to use and a little bit easier to maneuver than this rear tine one here that I could actually physically pick up myself. So I think this one's going to be a keeper for me. I've got an air filter on. I'm going to put an air filter on it. Over here is running a little bit rough. I think it's got some old gas in it. It may not have much gas in it at all. So I'm just going to let it sit here and run. I'm going to end the video here since I've kind of been through a long process with this. But yeah. So the main takeaway from this is you never know what people have done before you get an item. And in this case, the throttle was on the wrong part of the carburetor. And that was what was causing it to not run correctly. But you learn on everything you do. It's a very, very easy oversight. So give that a look. make sure that it's on the back side there instead of the front side where it was and where it was binding everything up. So there's your lesson, but hey, I got a nice tiller here. Like I said, this one will be a keeper. Since I don't have a tiller and I've been wanting one, even though it's a front tine, the advantage to this one is I can pick it up physically by myself versus not being able to without one. And just trying to be self-sufficient. That's the reasoning. Even though it's a Tecumseh, oh well, right? That'll be good. But I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this tiller video. Like I said, it's not perfect, but I'll put an air filter in it and probably will smooth it out a little bit. Like I said, I'll end this video here. I'll keep fixing what I have. Having good luck with stuff so far, so hopefully the videos will keep on coming soon. Thank y'all for watching. And just as a quick follow-up, the air filter's on.